For 4 decades, Cardiovascular Institute of the South and Terrebonne General Health System have partnered to deliver a legacy of cardiovascular innovation. We lead the state in advanced programs and complex procedures that you won't find anywhere else. Our specialized treatments for peripheral vascular disease, artery and vein disease, heart valve and structure conditions, arrhythmias, and more attract patients from around the world. Together, we deliver the cardiovascular care that you deserve. Visit tgncis.com to learn more.
Hello, and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. You know, it happens at the end of most years. The end of the year, we tend to take a little bit of a review and want to look back and see, what happened, right? A lot of times we blink and we think, oh my gosh, has a whole year passed already? I can tell you wherever you work, wherever you spend your time, that if you blink, you realize that year is maybe going pretty quickly. And so when we do this review and look back over what's happened and how well it's happened, very often we do that with our family, we do that at home, we do that at work, we do that with the parish, we do that with sheriff's office, looking back at all the things that maybe have gone really well, or maybe some of the things that haven't that we want to go better. And we think about what our New Year's resolutions are. Well, Matthew Kelly came up with this idea about how to be the best version of yourself. Well, I want to talk with you a little bit about that today. And here, this is just the thoughts of Keith Weissite, not necessarily of HTV, but today talking a little bit about how you can be the best version of yourself every day. And if, in fact, you have a New Year's resolution, whatever it may be, let's not start too big. People talk about it all the time. I can tell you, a person the size that I am, don't necessarily want to be this size. And I talk and think about wanting to be lighter, right? I want to lose some weight. If I think about the concept of losing 50 or 60 or 75 pounds, that seems overwhelming. And it is overwhelming if we try to put something so large and make this New Year's resolution so big that we end up quitting or failing that resolution so very quickly. I have a recommendation for you. If you are listening to this right now, whatever it is, whatever time of day or night that you're listening to this, start with one thought. I will do something a little bit better tomorrow than I did today. A little bit better, whatever that is, in reaching that goal. Those are called short-term goals. Have a short-term goal. The other thing is some people that want to do things better in the new year. I will tell you, my wife and I decided both of us want to maybe increase a little bit muscle mass. And in our life, we want to make sure that we're getting to the gym a little bit more often. It's a big goal for a lot of people. We're committing to 1 day a week. 1 day a week. The other thing we're committing to is to start before the new year. We're going to start doing that before the new year even happens. Why would you do that? Well, already you get it out of your system. The big issue about going to the gym for a lot of things is about actually getting up and going. Once you get there, you're ready, you're engaged. You're going to do what you need to do. It's about physically making that decision. My recommendation is to get those little things out of the way to allow you to go. Well, if you've got 4 batches of clothes to do and you need to cook dinner and you need to get to the gym, chances are you may have a difficult time getting there. I say the night before, wash 1 or 2 of those batches of clothes. If you can do it, try and prepackage or prepare a meal that you can do a leftover for the next day. Find a way to get some of the roadblocks out of your way so that you can go and achieve what you want. None of us really want to go and work out. None of us always want to go for that run. None of us necessarily want to go for that long, brisk walk. But if we take the steps and we make the effort, and if we prepare ourselves with the right uniform, the right attire, the right clothes, the right shoes, let's make it more comfortable. What we're trying to do is create comfort to achieve that New Year's resolution. My dad and I used to always talk about how to become that best version. And he would always say, there's a quote on his black book, his main book, that says, make the journey worthy of the destination. And I say, make the destination worthy of the journey. Find a way to enjoy getting there. One of the things for our family is we like to plan a trip somewhere. My wife is much better about planning the trip than I am, but I'm not always emotionally prepared to separate myself from work. I understand that that's a sick idea. I get it. But knowing myself, I need to find a way to put some things aside. Somebody reminded me today, the very wise Brandy said, life is too short. We need to find a way to take care of ourselves and each other. I learned today as well to be kind. There is a really very important reason to take care of each other. That may be a great resolution. I'm going to adopt that resolution, and that most people see me and think that I'm very kind. But if you don't ride with me in the car, then you don't realize how frustrated I'm getting with people who don't drive like me. So I'm going to try to be kind to those people. Quite frankly, we never know what's happening for someone else. Or like one of a dear friend of mine who just lost his best friend. Or for my other mother-in-law who just lost her spouse. We never know what may be going on for them. Find a way in your New Year's resolution to make sure that you're doing something good for you and doing something good for the people around you. If you can find a way to be the best version of yourself, you can help the people around you. And quite frankly, those are the people that are going to want to be around you. We have the option every day to be kind, or we have the option to be maybe a grump. And I'm going to challenge you to take the steps to be kind. If you can do that, I think you're going to find that it's going to be much easier to reach those resolutions. And isn't it amazing when you set a short-term goal, lose 5 pounds, go to the gym once, go to the gym twice, lose 10 pounds, and how amazing that works. And we tend to do that much better as we go along. I wish for you a very pleasant, a very happy 2025. I wish for you kindness and joy and love from the people around you. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. And that will do it for this Bayou Time. And we from HTV wish all of you a very happy new year and a 2025.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.